Welcome to AdventuReady. Today we're going to be looking at the BOWTEX Elite 2.0 jacket. So let's take a look at what I got here. So you can see here is the back. Very lightweight material, almost like a sweatshirt, kind of like a thin sweatshirt. This is the BOWTEX Elite V2. And if you look here, this has the CE rating, AAA rating, and that's abrasion resistance. That's for highway speeds. And then it also has the level 2 protection in it with the elbows and the shoulders. So this is supposed to be top of the line. Now, here's the catch. I paid $670 for this. Today we're going to look at, is it worth it? So I wasn't sponsored. I just paid for this with my own money. If you guys want to see the inside of this, it says BOWTEX Elite shirt size XXL. So for size, I'm 6'5", 230 with a 46-inch chest. So let's go ahead and take a look at this jacket, see what we got here. You can see on the back, it says BOWTEX. On the inside, there's a space for the spine pad. And then on the chest, on the front, there's 2 places for some chest impact CE level 2 pads. So let's pull those out next. Take a look at those. All right, so here is the back pad. Look how thick it is. So this is a really, really thick piece. It's very flexible. It almost feels like a memory foam, how it wants to kind of move. But it's the SAS Tech, and you can see here it's the level 2. Very thick though. I think this looks like really good protection. So let's go ahead and slide that in, see how it fits in here. It also has a soft, almost like a fabric on the outside, and then it's kind of more of a smooth plastic on the outside. See here it says top, so we'll put the top towards the top. And I'm just sliding this in the back here. And then let's go ahead and put the chest in next. So this just has a little pouch in the back. Pop it in. Let's look at the chest pieces. These are a little bit thinner. Let's just look at one of them. So you can see here the markings. It says DC type B. It does say level 1. So this is level 1, not level 2. That's probably why it's so much thinner. But that's probably good in your chest. You might not want such a thick piece in the front. But again, it says top with a little top arrow. So let's pop this one in. I'm assuming you would want the plasticky part facing out, not into your body. So let's go ahead and make it like that. I wonder if this is the left side or the right side. I think this looks right. So we're just going to pop this in the pouch. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would. Come on now. All right, there we go. So this is tucked in the front, flattened out. It's pretty tight fit, pretty snug. I don't know if I have this on the right side or not, but you can kind of see how that looks now in the front. And let's go ahead and do the other side also while we're at it. And the top, this is top. This looks right. Pop it all the way in the top. Key is don't bend it, I guess. Keep it smooth, keep it flat, and then it goes a lot smoother. All right, so this says here the AAA rating. If you look at that really closely, AAA is for 120 kilometers per hour. I think that's like interstate speed. And then, so this is for abrasion, tear, and impact. Let's go ahead and pop it on, see how it all feels. Okay, we're all zipped up here. You can see it's got the chest protection in the front. You can see it's got elbow, very thin elbow protection. It's very thin material, or a thin pad in the elbows. And if you notice, that's the bony protrusion of my elbow, and then the pad is next to it. So it's not quite wanting to stay in the right spot. You can see the back pad is in there. See the chest pads. Everything's kind of loose though. So I feel like I got the size that was recommended on the website, but I feel like I should have gotten an extra large, not a double extra large. The material's good. The material feels thin and light. It just feels too loose. So if you kind of look at the material, kind of the thickness of it, it is a thin material. It's like a thin sweatshirt, and it feels pretty good, but I don't know if it's worth as much as I paid for it. You guys kind of look at it. So why don't we do this? Let's go for a ride on the KLR, and let's see in the wind how it feels in terms of coolness for summer riding. All right, let's go for a little shakedown run on the KLR. Okay, let's compare packability. So here's the RST S1 AAA rated race jacket. Kind of see it fit in the back. Let's see how the BOWTEX fits in the hard tilk. So it's significantly smaller. You can kind of see how this packs up a lot smaller. Not as much as you might think. I mean, there's some room here. There's a lot more room here, and it is a little bit lower. A little bit, not much. The other one took up, the other RST jacket filled this area and then had some space here. So it is smaller, but it's actually not as significant as I would have thought. So this is the BOWTEX jacket, and with the chest and back armor in it, it's about 3 pounds. So if you can kind of see the scale when it settles, it's around 3. So let's go ahead and take out the back and chest armor. And just for you folks that don't really want those items, see what it weighs without that stuff in it. So I'm taking out the chest piece, check out the back piece, which actually is pretty light. I'll bet it won't be a ton. Oh, actually, it won't be a ton. It won't be that much. That won't be a very significant amount. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. So now we're set at 0. Yes. And let's run this one more time. Oh, it's a pound. Wow. So it's only 2 pounds with the armor out of it. So it adds 1 pound having chest and back armor. Let's compare that to the RST S1 leather jacket. So this is what, 6 pounds, 5.88. So I mean, you could round that up to 6 pounds. So it's twice as heavy. But I paid $250 for this jacket, and if you look at the built quality, like here's the shoulders, this is very substantial in the shoulders and very substantial in the elbows. It's a really thick CE level 2 armor in it. And if you kind of look at the leather, it has these little air holes in it to make it a little bit lighter. All right, let's kind of do some final talking points. So this jacket without the back and chest protection is only 2 pounds. That's light, so it feels lightweight. You guys can see how thin it is. It feels like a thin sweatshirt type material, very easy to move around. You saw how easily it fit in the top box on the KLR. So it has a lot of good qualities to it. What I don't like about it though, maybe it's because of the sizing, maybe it's a size too big for me. I felt like the elbow pads weren't in the right spot, and if I did hit the ground, they wouldn't be where I needed them when I needed them. I also didn't like this material is not as meshy as I thought it would be. I thought it would breathe more. I thought when I was riding, a lot more air would get through this than it does. You know, sometimes when you're riding a hoodie, especially in the winter, and you feel like the air is just going straight through the hoodie. That is not this material. This is a tight weave, and it feels like you're wearing a jacket, an insulated jacket when you're riding. So it's not as summer friendly as I hoped it would be. It does pack down small. So if you were gonna get this in the right size, or it was really snug on your elbows and snug in your chest, it's a good call. But I paid, you can see here, this is it's 570 euros. I paid $670. So I paid almost $700. and my RST was $250. So for me, I'm going to go back to the RST and keep looking for a summer riding just for the money for, almost $700. For me, it's just not there. But that's my opinion. Nobody paid me anything. Just use my own money to buy this stuff. Your mileage may vary. Today's word of encouragement comes from Psalm 27:1. It says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Of whom shall I be afraid? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I fear?" And what that means is when you're on your adventure, when you're on your ride, you have nothing to fear. I'll see you next time.